everyone, welcome to my tutorial video of Minecraft build. So yeah, it's been a long time since I haven't made any Minecraft videos, but today I'm going to share you some tutorials and also some tips in building your first Minecraft starter house. So let's go see what I made. Okay, so right here I made a pretty simple design. Why would I call it simple? Well, first of all, I kind of use some basic materials you guys would have from mining. I guess you would have a lot of cobblestones, and then you would collect a lot of woods, like probably oak or spruce or dark oak or whatever woods you might find. And of course, the plan is pretty small. It's like 5 times 7 blocks for the house plan. And also, I made some fences around the house to prevent the mobs from approaching your house. Okay, from the front here, we would get in. Okay, so over here we've got the living space, and then some sleeping area, and of course the storage room. The storage room is like 3 times 3 block, but this is pretty nice since we can have like 6 double chests and also 2 regular chests over here. And we can open the top one since I use slab for the roofs, not the full block. Also, we can place some crafting table here and also some furnaces on the floor since we have a pretty limited space around here. Okay, so moving on to the area around the house, we can actually make some cow area over here and also some garden for your food supply, some area to store your chicken around here next to the house. We can actually make another cage for like sheep or maybe pig around the house since we have a lot of empty space around. Okay, so over here we have the material palette. For this design, I thought it would be nice if we use the materials most people would have at the start of the game. First of all is cobblestones. Second of all, we are going to use oak log or any kind of other wood types of log you would want to use. And don't forget this oak planks. And for the roof, we are going to use darker colored planks, which is dark oak planks. And of course, we are going to use some varieties of dark oak planks like stairs and also slabs. And for the details, we can use some stone bricks. Well, of course, you have to smelt the cobblestone first into stones and then you have to crack them into stone bricks. But this would look nice actually for your house. And also lastly, glass. But if you don't want to make any glass, you can replace the glass with fences. Okay, so over here we've got the floor plans, the basic one, the big part of the house. We're going to use this as the living and also some sleeping area. And for the small part of the house, we're going to use this as storage area and also some crafting area. Okay, so for the start, we're going to make the floor lines. So take the cobblestone and make 9 times 7 area like this. And for the small part, we're going to make like 3 times 5 like this. And for the front part, this is going to be like the entrance door. So just fill it up. And after this, you might want to make the outlines for your walls. So if you stand up from here, you're going to need some height for your house. So that would be built with your walls. So take your oak log. We're going to work on the corners of the house. So just place 4 blocks high like this on each corner of the big part of your house. And then after that, you might want to start making walls for your entrance part. So I might want to make another line. So I can make the walls and the pillars right on this corner, not on this side because I want to fill this with oak planks later. So for this part, I'm just going to use 3 blocks high like this. And also for the back side, I'm going to use like 3 blocks high like this. And don't forget that you're going to intersect at this corner, so you're going to need 4 blocks since this one belongs to the big part of the house. Okay, now so you can imagine how your house walls would be like. The front side would be shorter, but the big side of your house would be a bit taller. And now don't fill in your walls first with oak planks, but we're going to work on the roofs. So take your oak planks and also your slab. Okay, so we're going to start making your house roof from the big part of the house. I like to place full planks here and one plank outside because we're going to have the roof like kind of bit overhang on the front and the back side of the house. So just make the stair shape like this, and also don't forget this one. And we're going to make the back side of the house now. Once you're done with the frames of your roof, you can connect this and probably, of course, the both sides of the roofs. Okay, that's looking nice. Now we're going to work on the front part of the house and also the left side of the house. So take a full block, place it on top, place one block over here, and you can remove this one. But this one we're not going to make the same kind of roof like the first we did. So we're going to use dark oak slab. Place it here and place it one slab down here. Then we're going to place on the upper side and then one more slab like that. And for this top one, we can actually use another slab, or if you want, a full dark oak planks like that. I'm going to repeat that on this side. And that's it. We have now the different kind of roof on the front side. Now we're going to repeat this one on the left side of the house. So one full block, slab, slab, one full block, one full block, slab, and slab. Over here, add some slabs, also some slabs here, over here also, and of course the last part here, and over here. Okay, so there you go. You have now the outlines for your starter house. Now we're going to fill this house. So at first you can place all of this with cobblestones. So now we're going to work on the walls. Take the oak planks and start filling your house with oak planks like this. So why did I choose the 7 times 9 floor plans? Well, because since I thought at the first game you don't really have that much materials to build your house that big, and I guess, and also the second of all, you're going to have some hard times with making the roofs because it would be too wide and too tall, and you might gonna feel exhausted like really quick because you have to work on the roofs. But you only need like a small starter house, so I guess, well, 7 blocks for your house wide is kind of okay, and you can actually move freely inside. See, like it's not that tiny like the 5 like the house with 5 blocks wide like this. Like can you see the difference? Like this is really tiny, but I guess with 5 blocks wide it's pretty okay. Not too big but not too tiny, it's just right. The right space. Okay, we have the walls here. Okay, so for this one I'm going to place a door, but I don't want to make the wall too flat for with the pillars, so I kind of move it 1 block behind like this. But from the inside you might gonna Okay, now we're going to work on the roof. So first we're going to work on the big side of the house. Take your oak planks and just fill this up like the outline we made first. Okay, that's done. And now we're going to work on the smaller sides of the house, but this one we're going to take the slabs. So just fill this up, just half block like that, and also half block like that. And we're going to remove this part, so we would have the same slant angle like this. And also this one repeat for this side, and also repeat the same thing for this part of the house. We're going to remove this one. So you can see here there's a hole like this. You can be creative at this part. You just need to detail on stuff. But for me, I would fill this up first. Make a hole. For the window, of course. Also this one, I'm going to make a window over there. Since I use half slab like this, I'm going to have this part empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this with slabs too. You don't need to worry since this part of the wall is not going to be oak planks, but you're going to have dark oak. For windows, I like to take stairs. So you might gonna have depth of your walls. So take a look. With stairs, you can make your window look more interesting like this. I like to play with the stairs for the windows. So I like to go over this side and make these stairs and also this upside down stairs. So we would have this tiny window over here. And for this upper side, I like to use some dark oak stairs to give it a nice texture like that. Over this side, I'm going to do the same as that side of the house. So stairs and stairs like this. This is going to be a pretty large window. I'm going to make this window like 2 blocks high. So 1, 2, and then upside down stairs, and then maybe full block. This is going to be 1 block window. On this part, I'm going to make a chimney. So if you're kind of confused with how do I make chimney, just place your stones, make a line like that. So this is going to be like the center part of your chimney, but this time I'm going to use bricks. And you can remove this part and make the chimney. Add 1 more block, so it would be like 1 block higher than your roof. And you can style this up. I like to make the chimney look bigger, so I'm gonna add like 3 blocks on the left side and maybe 2 blocks on the right side. You can reverse it or you can make it the same. And also I like to add some blocks over the outside part of the house. Okay, for the door area, I like to place another oak stairs because when you walk here, you might wanna have some wall texture, of course, for the door. So if I add a door like this, see when you're outside and you place a door, it would be placed on the outer side of the block. So what I'm gonna do is I go inside, place a door, and there we go. We have the door on the inside part of the house now. Okay, now the wall and windows are pretty much done. I'm going to make details for the roof. So on this part, I'm going to use stairs. So to make it more detailed. And for this part, I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to place upside down stairs. And for the center part of the house, I like to place upside down stairs but facing outside like that. And for the last touch is slab. So, but what about the walls? Well, I like to have the roof border over this part of the house, but I don't want to have the walls on like under the roof border, so I'm going to move this one block behind. Just place blocks over here and just fill them up with with oak, like this. And for the roof, we can place another block just as the same as the first we made. I'm going to repeat this part the same as the front one, and I remove this part, place upside down stairs, and last are dark oak slab. So as you can see in this part, there's no border around here, so we're going to remove this part of the block and we can replace it with slabs in here. You don't need to worry that we have slab while we have full planks in here, because it kind of gives a pretty nice detail over here. Now if you think that you can, and maybe you want to make this window a bit taller, just remove this one, place the stairs over here, and you can add another glass pane so you have a taller window like that. Maybe this side too. Now we're going to work on the details. So if you have extra materials, maybe you want to make another stairs like this, but on the inside you might want to place another oak planks for your walls. Probably you might want to make that too in this part of the house. Place another planks, and it kind of gives like a nice texture, a nice detail like that. Okay, so for the roof, I think we're just going to leave it like that. Or if you want to, you can get some logs with a nice color. We're going to try this. This one is full block. I'm going to make the roof like the stripe texture. I like to use spruce logs since it has a similar color to dark oak planks. Just compare it with dark oak log. You can try this by yourself, but I kind of prefer spruce log with dark oak planks to make it texture. Of course, you don't need to do this. This is just like some things I would like to do if I have extra logs. Maybe you can do this part too. Okay, now you might gonna have this core of the logs. If you want to make this clean, you can use wood. It's going to cost a bit more, but for the aesthetics, why not? Okay, we might want to replace this with woods. Okay, so for the back side of the house, you might want to make some roof lines. So I like to do this. I like to remove this part to make the upside down stair facing outside like this, and add some slab and probably some trapdoors and also another slab, so we have that line of roof like this. Okay, another detail, maybe you want to make some texture for the column, or maybe you want to add some flower pots like I did in the first design. At this design, I didn't use any lanterns, so I used torches instead. Okay, so at this part, you can actually start from the front part of the house first. You might wanna place some stairs, and maybe on the corner you might want to turn on this side to make the details like this. And probably on this side you might want to make some flower pots, maybe have some covers so you can use some trapdoors like that, and maybe on this side too. And probably on this part of the house you might want to make the pillars like have some foundation, so you might want to place a log over here and maybe some spruce stairs, since I think spruce stairs and planks color is kind of similar to oak log. Maybe some over here too. maybe this side you want to have another flower pots with trapdoors, of course. And now maybe the torches, you might find this boring placing torches on walls or maybe on the floor like that, but you can use fence. So you can place a fence over here maybe and place some torch. And maybe this area you're going to make some gardens, with garden maybe, so you can place another fence and then torch, maybe some more over here. We're going to make some chicken coop right on this part of the house. So I'm going to use slab like this, and probably I'm going to use some stone wall and also some fence. So I like to place a stone brick wall like this first, and on the corner I'm going to place another one like that, and then we're going to place doors with fence gate. And you might want to use dark oak slab for the roof. And you're going to meet this kind of problem, so it's okay if you want to place the window like it used to be, so it's just one block window like that. Maybe you want to place some torches. Maybe we can make the details for the chimney. Well, for chimney I like to use stairs and also some brick wall. You can place the stairs like this or on the other side like that, or maybe you want to add one more block higher, or you can face this like that. And watch out for this side because your chicken would jump because it's only like one block high, so you might want to place another stairs facing outside or maybe facing the right side. And for the upper part, I like to make the chimney a little bit broken, so add a texture like that would be nice. And for the top, we're going to use stone brick wall. Well, if you see some houses design, people would place some campfire and place some trapdoors. Usually it could be spruce trapdoor like this. So you might always have the smoke effect coming from your chimney, and some people would have like another wall like that. This is optional. If you have the materials for the campfire, you can make one like this, or if you don't have any, you can make one as simple as this. Okay, maybe you still want to add more texture for the house. Well, for the walls, I like to take some strip oak logs and just randomly replace this with strip oak logs. You can place it facing like upside down or maybe left and right like this. So you don't really need to worry that you're going to have this texture when you're at the side of the window. Just slice and random like this. You don't need to overdo this, just like probably one block here and then one block diagonal side and maybe another one, and probably this part, the corner one, 2 blocks like this, and probably the top side too. Probably if you have more stones other than cobblestones, you can replace this too, but I like to probably like this. Okay, now you might want to work on the fences of your house, so you can actually use the classic oak fence like this and make lines like that, or if you have extra stones, you can cover your area with stones. So first of all, you can make some lines, some straight lines, and then curvy one, another curve, and maybe some elbow like that. You can keep doing this around your house to secure your base. What I like to do is to take some stairs and some walls. So we're going to cover this with another full block or maybe some stairs. See, you can make this varieties of walls. Maybe you can place some slabs so you can have that wall. Probably you might want to remove this one, add some slab, and then another slab, and another block. What I like to do is, for the torches, to make it more interesting, I like to place stone wall and then a fence and some torch like this. Probably we're going to do it once again. A wall, fence, and then torch. For the interiors, maybe I'm going to show you how to build the living room. Since we already have chimney like over here, we might want to remove the blocks. Okay, so we already have this hole already. Maybe we can place this with stairs. And you can remove this part since we still have another stone outside. And if you have slab and fireplace, maybe some campfire, you can make the fireplace effect like that. Okay, and probably the floor, if you don't want to have a full cobblestone floor, you can use some stone bricks, probably make a checkerboard pattern like that, or polish andesite if you have. I kind of like that polish andesite texture. See, it kind of gives a pretty nice texture here. Well, probably we're going to work on the storage area because I think that's kind of the easiest one. So make double chest here. Oh, you can't open this because you have full blocks, but you can remove it and probably place it with slabs. Or if you want to cover this part instead, so you can place another chest. Just don't worry too much about what your house detail is gonna look like. On the center, probably some torch to light this part of the room. You might don't really want to have your furnace like facing like this because it takes pretty much space, but you might want to place them on floor. And also these furnaces kind of give another texture besides the cobblestone. Probably on the bed area, I like to use white bed and then some signs. So I like to use this. I like to place bed, and I'm going to place a sign. Probably on this side we're going to have some barrel for your side table, and also it kind of gives another storage. Maybe you want to make some shelves, so have some slab like this and then some trapdoors. You can still place some chests, or maybe if you have flower pots, or if you want to make another varieties of shelves, you can instead place 2 slabs like that and then 1 trapdoor on the center. We can place stairs to make some sofa, probably some oak sign for the arm set, and probably on this side we're going to have some table with slab. So we're going to make the feet, or maybe stairs. Okay, you might wanna place some torch. Maybe you want to have some plants, so you can add some composter, some leaves, probably some bushes around here. Or maybe if you want to have another plants, you can remove this trapdoor and place composter instead. Probably you might want to have some bookshelves. Okay, here's the tip. When I place bookshelves here, I like to imagine another half bookshelf, so I just gonna place a slab like that, so kind of have like another texture since the bookshelf itself has like the similar blank texture like this. Probably another bookshelf right here and slab. Probably, I don't know, maybe you might want to place some chalk block, like probably loom. You might want to store it like that. It's still reachable. And maybe you might want to have some farm. So I like to do this. I like to hide the water source. Probably like I'm going to destroy this barn, place some water over there. Then I'm going to cover this with dirt or grass block. And I'm just going to make farmland like around here. You have to know that if you have a water source over there, there you're going to be able to make farmlands up to 4 blocks around the water source. Once you got here, it would get dry mostly. Probably you don't want to hide the water source, that's okay. This 5th block has dried up because it's too far from the water source. So you might want to note that part out. Okay, I think that's all for today's tutorial. If you want to redo what I did in this video, that's totally fine, but you don't need to redo it stressfully that you didn't make it 100% the same as I did in this video. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions for the next building tutorials, let me know in the comment below or on my Discord channel. The link is in the description below if you want to join. Come and join and hang out with us. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and that I made, and see you guys on the next video. Bye bye!